It's a film with three brains. 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 It's a film with three brains.
Oh my god, you guys are freaks.
This summer, take a trip back to 1981 with the special people who made summer camp unforgettable.
You guys aren't supposed to be out of your bunks. You're in trouble.
The camp director.
4 campers are stuck in the ropes course. I meant to tell you about that yesterday. Could you get to it now?
The counselors.
Wait for me, Abby Bernstein. Wait for me, my darling.
Wait. I just want to take off my shirt.
The kitchen staff.
Finish up the taters. I'm gonna go fondle my sweaters.
Come on, what?
You said you were gonna go fondle your sweaters. No, I didn't.
The water sports.
Hey, Andy, can I take out the water boat?
Sure.
The nature hikes.
Out! Out!
And of course, who can forget the sex, the muggings, the cover-ups, the malaria, the psychotherapy.
Hello.
And the friendships that last a lifetime.
We want you to be the guest of honor at our wedding next week.
From USA Films and creators of TV's The State.
A renegade piece of Skylab's heading right for the camp.
Oh my god.
It could kill us all.
Janine Garofalo, David Hyde Pierce, Paul Rudd, Christopher Maloney, and Molly Shannon.
Andy, have you seen my swimming buddy?
I was busy.
It's your job to make sure kids don't drown. Where are we going?
To a big secret pizza party?
Wet, hot American summer.
Welcome to the film with three brains. It's Sam in San Francisco, and
this is Sean, slightly scared in Wisconsin.
And this is Cohen in Maplewood, New Jersey.
And we are reviewing the patriotically named Wet Hot American Summer 2001 film. Because for those of you who missed it a while ago, we added a couple years onto what we'll cover just because we've done so many freaking episodes. There's nothing left from 1975 to 1980 worth watching.
Yeah, also it's fun.
Yeah.
Add new years every once in a while.
Yeah. Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
And this is a movie I hadn't seen, so I have no recollection of it.
I
don't even remember that it really
Sean,
came
have
out.
you seen it?
I had never seen the whole thing.
Crazy.
I've seen scenes of it.
What year did this come out?
2001. And just as a reminder why I picked it, I asked Chat. I said, Chat, what are the top 10 cult movies from 2001? And this was like number 9 on there, and I'd seen all the others. Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with camp or
No.
any of that.
As soon as I saw the cast, I was like, how could I not have seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. And
A lot of talented people.
I was like, at any point in my life, like, I would have watched this movie had I kind of known about it. And maybe it was just I was really busy when this came out and it kind of slipped past me because I was
Busy
like,
doing what?
like Bradley Cooper, Janine Garofalo, Elizabeth Banks, Amy Poehler, Paul Rudd. Like, it's still like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You couldn't get all these people together again.
Especially not when you're paying him peanuts.
Right, exactly.
One of the best factoids I read about this, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but Paul Rudd claiming he's pretty sure he was never paid for it. or he's like, I think the way he said is, I don't remember being paid. I don't think I was. He's like, I was supposed to, but I don't think, because the budget was so low and what they were being paid was so low that they just like forgot. And it didn't matter to him, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is funny.
We should be taking him seriously, but even if it's not true, like the scale that they get now, or whatever. Well, yeah. Who do you think are the biggest names in this movie?
Bradley Cooper and Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
What about David Hyde Pierce or
what?
I mean, I'm not saying okay. Maybe when the movie was made, like people already knew
Paul Rudd.
Molly Shannon. Well, yeah, Paul Rudd was known by then.
Yeah,
and he is great. I love him. I think he's.
I mean, he wasn't. Yeah. I guess. I mean, Paul Rudd wasn't like a superstar, but Clueless had come out,
right?
And I feel like that's the movie that sort of really launched his career. Because this came out in 2001. What did he do before this? Like
the movie with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, so like his filmography, but he'd done a fair amount. He's in Romeo and Juliet, but Clueless made a big splash. It was a big hit. That kind of propelled him, I think, in a way that I'm sure Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers did not. Which he was also in after Clueless. Although I bet you he shot that before Clueless. Because they came out the same year, but I bet you they shot it earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, even, what's his name? I don't think was in Law and Order SVU yet. Chris Maloney or whatever.
Yeah, Maloney. I think it said it was his first season. Like he was just doing it. I don't know if it was even released yet, but
this was Bradley Cooper's first film.
Yeah. He hadn't even graduated from film school.
I guess Janine Garofalo was probably up there because she would done the
Mystery Men,
the Gen X movie with Ethan Hawke and Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Drawn a blank. That's crazy. I can't think.
Reality Bites?
Yeah. Reality Bites.
Thank you.
I just wanted to watch you draw a blank. That was good.
And then, I mean, at this point, The State had already been on MTV, right? I mean, that's right. David Wayne and Michael Showalter and all those guys, all the people who are in this and like the creative force behind it, was pretty well known, I suppose, by 2001, right? In fact, it probably had already come and gone, right? The State.
I think so. I thought it was like mid-90s. It was on MTV, but when MTV was doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at Paul Rudd, and I don't remember him in 200 Cigarettes or Cider House Rules.
Oh, yeah.
He's in Cider House Rules?
I don't remember that.
Yeah. I don't really remember that movie at all.
Who's?
I know I've seen it,
but Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And
Michael Caine, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a good movie. We could cover it someday.
Yeah. Indeed.
I think that's going to be Sam. The way it sounds. I remember liking it, but yeah. Well, Janine Garofalo is a good example because I remember thinking she's funny. I'd watch her in just about anything.
Yeah, the problem is they did that League of Inferior Movie Making, and I think that kind of sunk her a little bit.
League, for those of us who don't get your reference, what are you talking about?
You talking about Mystery Men?
Oh, that's it. That's what it was. I was thinking, yeah, okay. I was thinking League of whatever, Gentlemen.
I liked Mystery Men, but
I
know
I don't think other people did.
No, I saw it in the theater, so I was aware of her then, and I think I thought she was worth. I think she's talented.
Yeah, I do too.
But I don't know that anybody looks for like a cast first and then is like, oh, this is going to be a funny camp movie because of all these funny. Well, I mean, that is what it is. You think there's all these talented people. This is going to be hilarious. Was it? What do you guys think?
No, it's all right.
Let's give the audience.
It's wildly inconsistent, I think, is the best way I could describe it.
That is exactly the best way to describe it.
Because there were a few moments I thought were laugh out loud funny, and then the rest I hardly cracked a smile. And part of that for me is that I don't like The State. I never did.
Oh,
and I don't like their style of humor. It doesn't appeal to me. It's just like weirdness for weirdness' sake. To me, ultimately, isn't very interesting. And that's kind of what their deal is. So, like when I'm watching Wet Hot American Summer, there's some scenes that are just hilarious, and there's some scenes that are just odd, with no real comedic point of view. It's just weird.
Well, I think that's what they were going for.
No, I know,
and they thought it was funny.
That's David Wayne's kind of style. or
Yeah.
was anyway, and it did evolve. Like he's made movies and done stuff later that I thought were pretty good.
Like what?
I like role models
is pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of like TV and some weird, some not so weird. But this, yeah, I don't know, like the thing with, for example, the thing with the can, like John, what's his name? The voice,
Maloney and
John Benjamin or whatever his name is, and then Chris Maloney, and who I thought I like him, but like the thing with can, it's just weird, it's just like weird. I didn't think it was particularly funny and things like that.
Right. His shtick was like, I'm going to say some random stuff and then I actually mean it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I don't know.
You're talking Gene, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gene, yeah. And
all right,
Gene,
just real quick, let's get our audience on at least somewhere near the same page of us, at least in the same book. Maybe not the chapter or page, but what Hot American Summer is a spoof on all those like 80s camp movies where the kids are naughty and the counselors are on drugs and everything like that. At least that's what it seemed like it was supposed to be, because at the beginning it seemed like it was kind of making fun of those types of movies, and then it just wanders off into like bizarro land where like one group is saving them from being crushed by a falling piece of a space station or something.
Skylab.
Skylab. It's just, I mean, it still holds true to have some of the things like the guy who like desperately wants to lose his virginity and that. So it's like it has some of those moments, and of course, like he doesn't. So it turns as weird as it gets. I like that it actually never falls into doing any of the things that you would expect the movie to do. Like they're like, did we save the Earth, or was it just the wind picked up? Or our camper the wind picked up. And my favorite one is when they talk about the baseball game.
Yeah,
like, they made it to the championship, and then the coach totally outlines like every Disney movie ever. Well, through hard work and a crazy trick play at the end, we're going to come out and win. The kids are like, that sounds trite.
Yeah. And then doesn't the bus show up, and then they're like, yeah, guys, we decided this is silly. We're not going to do this. And they're like, okay. And they try to get back in the bus.
I appreciated things like that. I was like, okay, they're making fun of it. But then other times I wasn't so much that I was like watching this movie to laugh. I was watching this movie to be like, what in the world is going to happen next? Because it is utterly unpredictable for how simple the plot is of spoofing 80s camp comedies. Like it is like they just forgot that they were doing that after a while and just threw in crazy crap. I didn't mind Gene, who is like the post-Vietnam the Vietnam vet who's crazy kitchen cook. I thought he was amusing, but yeah, it's just
I like
bizarre.
the dynamic between him and the other guy who he works with, and the young guy who's like, he's clearly not afraid of him at all, and he just thinks he's kind of crazy, and seems more or less annoyed by him. Like, I like their dynamic. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, he's kind of over his shoulder and saying creepy things right into his ear, and talking about
he's like
food in weird ways.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I like that. I forgot how small Paul Rudd's role is in this.
Yeah,
and actually, it's not really amusing.
I just like it when I like it, like his attitude when he knocks the shit over.
That's probably my favorite.
She's
scene
like,
in the
go
whole
pick
movie.
that up, and he's like, no. She's like, just go pick it up. And he's like, fine. He's like,
he's moaning and groaning the whole time.
Yeah.
Picking one thing up at a time.
Yeah. And then the rest of it, he doesn't really have a whole lot to do when he doesn't really do much else.
He has to suck a lot of face, though.
Yeah.
Which is really like, the way they make people kiss in this movie is just bizarre.
Love it.
It's like they're lampooning the way people kiss.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's horny. No one knows what they're doing, but they all know they want action or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a love story in it, but you don't care about the love story. And then they
No.
they flip that around. They kind of mess with that at the end. And
Yeah.
That. Oh, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pregnant. We're moving to Florida to work for NASA or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good natured, even though it's absurdist and silly as hell and really uneven. Doesn't know what it wants to do, but you can tell people had fun making the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that before I actually watched the documentary called Hurricane of Fun, The Making of Wet Hot. You can find it online. It's like an hour.
Yeah.
And it's just somebody had a camcorder and they taped like 25 hours of behind the scenes. So it's just them goofing off behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like it probably could be as funny or funnier than the movie.
Well, it made me appreciate the movie more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or it made me appreciate it, period. Rather than just be like, ugh, I don't know about this movie.
At this point in 2001, Amy Poehler was just probably that lady from Saturday Night Live, right?
I think so.
I mean, it certainly predates Parks and Rec, for sure, right?
I remember seeing her on the Conan O'Brien show. She would do skits with him.
Oh, yeah?
And she was writing and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember her before Saturday Night Live. But yeah, a lot of these people can write good jokes and can do other things. You can tell some of them have good voices, they're just good entertainers. I just don't think the script is doing them any favors. I just think that they needed to spend a lot more time on the script and a lot more time on the idea of what this last day of camp thing is, and that really screwed them. I mean, they were supposed to happen in one sunny day, last day of camp.
Yeah.
And they were shooting for 28 days, and 24 of those days it was raining. So logistically, it was really hard for a first-time director.
Sure.
Even if he had a good script. Yeah. They had a great time from all accounts, but yeah, I mean, not many people got to see it in the theaters. It was not released hardly at all.
No, it wasn't?
I mean, it went, was like what, Sundance, or it was at a film festival, and it did really well at the film festival. Like, people loved it. But then they released it in New York, or like 20, 25 screens.
Oh, so it didn't get a wide release?
It didn't get a wide release.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is why it was a flop. I mean, I don't think it made like 300,000 or something on a 1.8 million budget.
Oh, yeah, that ain't great.
But yeah, I think the script is the main issue there.
I was just looking at the numbers. Yeah, a $5 million budget, 295,000 gross.
I think they actually. He says, David Wayne says, they claimed it was $5 million to get more interest, like to make it seem like it was a bigger movie to get distribution.
Yeah,
but it was actually 1.8.
That's funny.
So it's not quite as much of a flop as they faked.
Yeah. That's funny.
I wonder why it didn't get released more.
Yeah, I think it's not fair. I mean,
I can see a world where whoever financed it saw it and was like, ugh. Like, who's going to go see this?
Right.
Like, how are we ever going to make our money back? Like, the amount of money it costs to get to have a wide release, and then to promote it, so people do get their butts in seats. Like, maybe they just decided it was cheaper to cut their losses, or whatever, or maybe hope that they get something in the rental market out of it, which was common, before the internet, for streaming anyway. For movies to make, to make up that the box office loss in rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't exist anymore.
Here, yeah. So it screened 4 times to sold out crowds at Sundance 2001, but no one offered. They failed to attract a distributor. And then it said months later, USA Films offered the filmmakers $100,000 for the film, and with virtually no participation for the filmmakers, and offer the film's investors accepted.
Mm.
So they decided that they lost 1.8 million. They were going to get 100,000 back and just let whatever happen.
Jeez.
Wow.
That seems crazy. And then, then it was released in fewer than 30 cities by USA Films. And then it was released on VHS and DVD. And then that was it.
Well, I mean, you mentioned our New Year's. And in 2001, something you may remember happened in September, and this is only like a month before that.
Yeah.
It was released July 27th, so I only had about a month of whatever theater it was in until we got all patriotic and weird. And I mean, I'm not going to judge anybody for what happened, but like in September 2001, people weren't laughing as much. Right? I can safely say that. And I don't think in that market, you know, people are going to want to watch a silly camp movie about, even if it was good. I don't think it would be a good time to release this kind of movie. And now these days on a streamer, I could see it doing it kind of well, word of mouth and the internet and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, somewhere it became a cult movie, at least according to chat.
Yeah.
So
yeah, people will defend this movie. I mean, allegedly, there's a lot of accounts of people saying, I pick my friends based on whether you like Wet Hot American Summer or not, or this is according to like David Wayne or something. You know, people told him they've heard about this movie. Well, actually, casting people said, Seth Rogen said, "Hey, Elizabeth Banks, you were in Wet Hot American Summer, and why don't you do I think what Zach and Miri Make a Porno or whatever he did with her." Mm-hmm. They knew people from this movie and knew that they could do this kind of movie.
Yeah,
and I guess that's a little inside the business, but some people really like it.
Yeah,
and still like it.
I can't think of anything specific, any like anecdote or some people specifically, but when you picked this movie, I remember thinking, well, I know a lot of people who love this movie.
Right.
So I'm just not one of them. It's fine. I enjoyed some of it. I wasn't bored.
Well, I think
I had hoped it'd be better. Like if you could get some more of the funny moments, sort of, build some momentum instead of like dud 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 funny, dud 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 funny. I mean, it's certainly, you can't fault them for like the sheer number of gags. But it's also sort of the throw everything against the wall and see what sticks kind of theory of filmmaking, I think, which sometimes pays off and sometimes doesn't, I suppose.
Yeah, I think if they had strayed from the script a little more, that might have helped. I mean, they talk about being collaborative and sort of having ideas, and somebody's got a new line, but they didn't say, "Oh, well, we improv this entire scene." It was like, no, that was they wrote that scene.
Yeah,
David Wayne said that trip, the rafting trip, and the van that actually happened to him. He was a counselor, and he was on a canoe trip, and he wanted to go have sex with a girl, and he drove back, and he was like 16, and he drove this van, and stabbed for the brake, hit the accelerator, and smashed his van, and then just wandered back in the dark. Why they made it such like a ridiculous, like, because it's supposed to be like 2 hours away, and Camarino, right, is
right. Like, why is it so far away?
It's so far away, and then they go right back, and then he's right there. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's fine, but I mean, the whole thing was an anecdote from his actual experience. I mean, most of this stuff were anecdotes.
Yeah,
or related to something that they experienced.
Yeah, I think part of the problem too is that it doesn't really know what it wants to be. Like, is it a spoof? Is it a deconstruction of these tropes of these films, of which there aren't even that many? It'd be different if it was a deconstruction of like the camp horror movies, Friday the 13th, Sleepaway Camp, things like that. But just straight like 80s kids sleepaway camp type movies. I mean, I can think of like Meatballs.
Right.
That's
the only one that's exactly
like Up the River. You know, like there wasn't that many of them. So to be a spoof or deconstruction, it doesn't really have the basis on which people have a frame of reference. To a certain extent, even if they did, it doesn't consistently do it. Like it deconstructs a few things and it spoofs a few things, but then it just gets absurdist. You know, and so is it an absurdist film? I don't know. It just kind of bounces from one to the other, and then at some points it just feels like almost like a straight comedy. Which works too at some points because it's such a great cast. Yeah, it's just like I said, just inconsistent. So I don't know. And you can forgive all of that if it's hilarious straight through, but it's just
say
not.
that it's just if the jokes they landed more jokes, none of it would matter.
Right? Yeah,
and
exactly. If you're laughing your way through it, then who cares?
Yeah, you can do anything. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think one of the first absurdist things is I guess going into town, shooting heroin and all that stuff, and
yeah.
But I think before that, maybe one of the campers drowns, right? Because
that's Paul Rudd's not. It's implied.
Yeah,
it's implied that he drown.
They imply it, and then they just let it go. Like
and then he takes the other kid who's the witness and chuck him out of the van, driving down the road, and they do that twice.
Yeah,
and I had to double check. I was like, "Is that the same scene?" They just nope. They got the other kid because he was in like a life preserver vest. I'm like, "Oh, they actually did that twice."
Yeah,
kudos. You know,
right?
You thought that was such a good bit. You did that. You shot that scene twice.
Yeah, and which it's funny, and in that instance, like I wonder how many people watching this realized or thought, "Oh, well This is how the whole Friday the 13th series kicks off. A camp counselor lets a kid drown.
Yeah.
It's the entire impetus for all the movies. That is the beginning.
I would think not very many. I wouldn't have, if you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Right. Because yeah. I mean, most people don't even realize that the first Friday the 13th, Jason is not a character in it.
Yeah.
He's the kid who drowned. It's his mom who's the killer. You know, people don't really realize that Jason's not a character until the second movie. And then, you know, all the ones after.
You're giving away our future gems.
Culminating in Jason X. Which takes place in the future.
You were saying last time we haven't done a third in the series. Well, he's going to go straight to 10 or whatever. And
exactly.
Jason X.
Yes.
Friday the 13th X.
Well, I mean, Jason X is very easy to follow, whether you've seen the other movies or not.
Oh, good.
So because the other ones are really complex.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't seen 4 and 5, 6 is just a doozy. Yes.
So lost. Want my money back.
Wait, why is he killing him?
Because he's insane.
No, but I mean, I think Paul Rudd, I mean, he's the nice guy, and he's playing a jerk, and I think he said somewhere, it's like, I thought it'd be fun to play a jerk, but I mean, now we've seen him enough. We know he's not really a jerk, but he's the stud of the camp, I guess, and you know, it's bad at making out, but he loves him. You know, he's just funny. I don't know. There's a lot of funny stuff. It's just, I don't know. You got to work through some other stuff to get to it.
Yeah. It's like if you almost could take the funny scenes out and watch them just as like a sketch comedy bit, which makes sense. You know, I mean, the David Wayne and Ken Marino and Michael Showalter are all coming from the state, and a couple other guys too, who I'm leaving out, but it just lacks a bit of cohesion, I think. But I think a great example of a movie that's like that is Caddyshack, which, I mean, as someone who's spent the last 20 years editing video in some capacity, I look at Caddyshack and think, I mean, you could just totally rearrange half of these scenes and it wouldn't matter one bit. There's no real plot to it, you know, not really, but it's funny and you laugh your ass off throughout it. So who cares? You know, it's a pretty good example of that. Like, I think Caddyshack is really funny. It's not very well made. It's wildly inconsistent and sometimes doesn't make a ton of sense, but who cares, you know? So.
Yeah, people will talk about Caddyshack forever, but they don't. No one's saying Caddyshack is a great movie, but they just love it.
Yeah, it's just funny.
It gets a pass on all these other things.
Yeah, yeah. It's not particularly well made. It's just a bunch of really funny people capturing lightning in a bottle in the way that I feel like Wet Hot American Summer doesn't really capture.
And
comes close at times, but not really.
It's a good comparison for a couple of reasons. One is that both casts got drunk all the time and partied and stuff. Yeah. But Caddyshack was probably like a trailers and like a real it was a bigger movie. They were the cast of this movie was in a camp, in an actual camp in Pennsylvania. Yep. And they were eating the food from the mess hall, and they were at the camp,
sleeping in the bunks.
Yep, sleeping in the bunks. So, but they had fun, obviously.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I like the little bit where they find Hank Azaria's name scratched into. Did you find that little thing?
The tidbit? Yeah.
Yeah, little thing that Hank Azaria went there for like 6 years in a row.
He went to the actual camp. He attended as a kid the camp.
Yeah, when he was a kid. And carved his name into something. And then Janine Garofalo found it and called him up and said, "Is this really you?" And he said, "Yeah."
That's funny.
It's awesome.
You guys didn't go to this kind of camp, did you?
I did.
You did?
I never did.
I went one summer. It was like a 4-H camp, I think. Me and Mike went, Thornton.
Okay. But it was overnight.
Yeah, it was like a week
deal. Okay.
As I recall. I wanted to go back. I think, as I recall, at first I hated it because I'm sure I was scared. And then it grew on me, and then I liked it, and then I wanted to go back, and I never did. I don't remember why.
Would this be like 11 or 12, or how old were you?
So yeah, I guess that, maybe 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there. I mean, I was pretty young. I don't remember it very well.
Yeah, I went to I guess it was a vaguely Christian camp. I mean, there were Christian things about it. It was Christian. But I mean, it wasn't. Well, I think they did.
Well, I mean, that's what a 4-H camp is. 4-H is a vaguely Christian.
Is it?
Yeah.
But 4-H is supposed to be like horses and agriculture and. Isn't it?
Oh, no, I gotta look that up. I thought it was like some sort of.
I was in 4-H for like a minute, and I did some kind of report on
you
thrush
learn how
and
to
horse
be a
hooves.
farmer.
Is that what it is?
I mean, I was on a farm, but I didn't know how to farm.
What do the H's stand for?
I don't know. I just didn't know it was Christian. Well, anyway, while you looked it up, I went to a camp for 3 years in a row, but I didn't go as the early, like the younger kids. There was a separate camp for 13 to 15-year-olds. So I went when I was 13, 14, and 15. So at that age, you're over like the homesickness stuff, and I think my younger sister was there, so she was. I don't know. I mean, it's canoeing. There was like the guitar class in this movie, like that. I had a guitar class like that with a bunch of kids just strumming the same thing terribly, and then just camp stuff, stupid games and capture the flag. I know we did that one year. But I mean, it also doesn't like meaningfully capture any of that. I mean, it lampoons most of it. Like you did swimming badges, you did all that stuff. But it was like I remember like being competitive about the classes that you signed up for. Like there was a sailing class, you could sail a mini sailboat, and then there was a regatta at the end of the week. And everybody signed up for that immediately. It was never available. And then finally, the last year, I think I signed up for it, and I was like the third man. So I wasn't on the tiller, and I wasn't on the sail. I was just on the boat. I'm like, yeah.
Was this after you guys moved to Bristol, or was it before that?
Yeah, this is after Bristol.
Huh.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. It's not really significant in any way. It's just all the stuff they reference is it has a meaning to it, or like archery. There's all that stuff.
Well,
I don't know.
4-H stands for Head, Heart, Hands, and Health. And it's a club started by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And yeah, it has like ties to farming and stuff, I guess. Which makes sense, I suppose, that it existed in rural Wisconsin.
Right.
In the 80s.
But you don't think
it still does. It still does. But.
Yeah.
Yes. My parents would lock me out of the house sometimes for a week at a time. Just to see how you do. It's like summer.
Test your survival skills.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did have a lot of land.
Yeah. Catch a fish. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I said all the boring stuff, but the stuff you remember is like, I nearly had my first kiss at camp.
You nearly had.
Yeah. No. So this guy, Mark King, in my little friend group, he beat me to it. He knew I was like sweet with this girl, and we were almost holding hands. And then he went down the lake the same night, and he's like, "Yeah, I totally kissed her. It was my first," and it was like, "It's my first kiss," and I was like, "You stole my first kiss, you fuck." So you remember
like the nerd's reaction when the guy confesses that he's a virgin.
Yeah. He's like, no. Yeah, he yells at him.
Like ridiculous.
Yeah, or the girl that he wants to sleep with just seems to make out with everybody and then ends up with a student or a kid at the end.
Yeah. Gross.
It's gross. Yeah, they just got their cast. They went to the camp, and then they did casting in the area for kids that wanted to be campers. And except for like the kid that has lots of lines with Molly Shannon, I imagine it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that bit goes on a little too long throughout the movie, in my opinion.
I mean,
it's not. It's like not funny enough.
Yeah, why did they keep going back to the arts and crafts shack to do a bit? And then the other thing that the time wise, it was a little like not heavy handed, just like unnecessary. Like you didn't have to know it's 2:30 p.m. When we get it, it's one day. We know it's one day. It's the last day of camp. We know we're going to squeeze a ridiculous amount of stuff into the last day. That's part of the joke.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why are we? I mean, a lot happens in like the first 2 hours of the day. I don't know. Maybe that was helpful. Maybe I'm just being silly about keeping track of time or not.
I think a movie like this kind of teaches you how hard it is to make a good comedy.
Yeah.
Like, we cover a lot of movies, and a lot of comedies aren't great comedies.
True.
But it seems like if you're going to put all that time into making a movie, that you'd like, where does it fall apart? How do the jokes not land? Like, is it that hard to come up with something to make you laugh? Like, because you don't have to laugh every minute. But it's weird when you can go, you're supposed to be making a comedy and go 15 minutes and you're like not laughing.
Unless they thought it was funny.
Like, is comedy so personal that you get a group of people together and they're having fun making it, but they have no idea that no one else is going to laugh at this?
I think that's entirely possible.
I think they had some idea it wasn't going to be great.
Well, sure. Once it didn't sell at Sundance, sure, like, uh-oh.
Well, okay. So
did we make a movie just for us?
Right. It kind of did. But the documentary, Jeanine Garofalo, I think, is the wrapping shooting, and she's like, "Well, I just hope it's people actually see it, and it's not just like we didn't just make a home movie here,
Yeah.
Tongue in cheek a little bit, but she also, I think, is aware that this isn't not a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they all are.
And even every time they throw something somewhere, like glass is shattering, like they throw crap in the lawn.
Yeah,
it's like, we're gonna get everything kind of out of this sound effect,
right? Well, I'll take a stab at that question that you asked. I think that if you bring up the absurdist humor too quickly, then it loses. Like, you have to be grounded in some reality to make fun of it first, I think. Like if you had waited for some of the absurdist stuff a little longer, I wouldn't have like kind of not rolled my eyes, but just I kind of like was just confused at that point. I'm like, oh, is this the kind of movie it is? Is this a movie? What's going on?
Yeah.
But just give us a chance to get to know what the camp is. Some of the relationships doesn't matter. I mean, but they just jump right in with like who's hot and who's gonna sleep with whatever. I mean, that's fine. That's part of the camp. That's part of the what they're doing, the spoof and stuff. But I just thought it was too absurdist too quickly for me to feel the need for humor, for extra humor.
What if it's not supposed to be making fun of 1980s movies? What if it's just a absurd movie set in 1981?
I think that's entirely possible too.
Like, but do you think
fact that you can't tell is a huge problem, though?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it because if it's you do a spoof, you have to know what they're referencing,
Sure.
right?
Mhm.
You laugh when what was it Scary Movie or whatever that makes fun of the Matrix,
Mhm.
and she's like floating in the air extra long time, like exactly what that reference is to.
Yeah.
And here, this was a reference to not anything in particular, but just kind of like a general idea.
Yeah.
So you probably lose a lot.
Yeah, and that's why I think of it more as like a deconstruction of something not popular enough to begin with.
Yeah,
it's sort of, and it's like a deconstruction of something that nobody cared about in the first place, really.
Like Howard the Duck.
Don't be smirched.
And we've
Howard
gone 100 episodes without talking about Howard the Duck. That's a new record. We have to start again, though. Darn it.
So you have a little sign. It's been 3 episodes since we last mentioned Howard the Duck.
Accident sign. Damn it.
Yeah. I think a very great example of a deconstruction, like a movie that's a deconstruction of tropes that certainly clearly no one in the audience wanted, was the third Star Wars sequel. What's there's the Force Awakens, and then there's whatever the hell the next one is, and then the third one is Ryan,
The Rise of Skywalker.
Ryan, what's his name?
No, he did the second one.
Is it the second one?
Yeah, I think he did the second one.
All right, so it's the second one.
Went back to J.J. Abrams.
The second one, which I didn't like at all, and most people didn't, because it was essentially a deconstruction of the tropes that made Star Wars movies popular, which is far too intellectual for a Star Wars movie, and it's certainly not what the audience wants. Absolutely not. No Star Wars fan wants to see a deconstruction of Star Wars movies. Absolutely not.
I'm talking about The Last Jedi.
Yeah. And it just was a huge misfire in my mind. And maybe I'm misinterpreting it all, but that's the way I took it. And then on the flip side, you take a movie like Big Trouble in Little China, which is a deconstruction of buddy cop movies and action movies, and it's fucking brilliant. My 2 cents. Not everyone's going to agree with me. But I think it is.
All right,
deconstruction is tricky because it's got to be something people are familiar with, care enough about, but not hold too dear, like Star Wars, who have the most ravenous fans there are. It's like a tricky line to walk, and whether they meant to or not, I think Wet Hot American Summer took a stab at it. It may not have been their attempt or their intent, but it's kind of what happened, and ultimately it failed, I think.
Yeah, I would add that. Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, well, I just want to tag on to The Last Jedi, because I would have been okay with that if he would have done the next movie and I could see where he was going with it.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
I'm
the next
okay
movie
with
just spent the whole time undoing it all.
Well, because it was back to J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
But if you're going to take everything and be like, okay, I'm stripping down the entire Star Wars universe to just a handful of people, then I want to know what they're going to possibly do next.
Right.
And it's too bad because we'll never know now. And I would have been okay with it if they moved forward. because whatever it was, I'm hoping it was better than bringing back the stupid emperor on
right.
Iron Lung or whatever.
Yeah.
That was crazy. How do we get to that point that reviving the emperor?
Right. It's fucking stupid.
1983. Oh, he's coming back. Great.
Like, it's so literal. Like, we have no other ideas than to revive the dead ideas from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I was just gonna say that with Big Trouble in Little China, to use your example, it's still parody, etc. It's still a pretty decent movie if you didn't know anything about anything.
Right.
You know, I still think it hits a lot of beats or things. It ticks boxes that you want out of any movie.
You're right. A movie like that has to be that. It has to be both.
Right.
In order to be truly successful or fully realized.
Right. Because you want like a moment of, oh, that's clever. Oh, I see what you're doing there. But then you want to get back into the movie. You want to be like, okay, well, where's he going next?
It has to be fun and exciting. And
like, are they going to save the girl or? Are they gonna,
right. You know, and if it's an action movie, you want the scenes to be exciting and well done. And, you know.
Yeah. So there's not much in Hot American Summer that you can say, well, this is the plot and this is what you're really hanging on to, because you don't care about the characters. The love story falls apart and is made to be a joke. The talent show itself is a joke, which is a pretty good joke, I think. But why you had to use Michael Showalter to play Coop, who has tons of scenes. It's a lot about Coop. And then use him as the MC for the talent show and not acknowledge that it's the same person. Like, that's not even a bit, I don't think. They just they're just like, we'll put him in, put makeup on, who cares?
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe he wanted to do that first and then he became Coop later, but at that point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I also thought, well, okay, are you guys really taking this seriously yourselves if you got this guy playing two roles? And
right.
And he's actually writer and producer, and it's like Michael Showalter and David Wayne's movie, their quote unquote vision, but I don't know how clear their vision really was until they got down to doing it.
Yeah. Just one quick regression in terms of a deconstruction that also works as the genre it's deconstructing is, I think, the reason Scream was such a huge hit and why they're currently about to release the 7th, which is insane.
Wow.
That they made 7. I mean, Scream was such a good deconstruction of the horror genre, yet on its own was still a pretty damn good horror movie.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It made fun of the rules, but didn't break the rules, right?
Well, it did. I mean, it
points out.
Yeah, and
the
then
rules.
And then at certain points, it does break the rules.
But not like,
or adheres to them.
Yeah,
here and there.
Yeah,
but no, not all. Well, I don't know.
Well, either way,
I think it goes against the grain in that the characters don't follow the tropes that they're deconstructing for the most part, but they get killed anyway.
Right. And even if you are a film professor, if someone stabs you with a knife, you're going to die just the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods is kind of has a little bit of that too.
Oh yeah, I like that movie.
It's a good one. Yep.
It's okay.
Oh,
Amy likes it a lot. I'm like, okay.
All right, what are we doing next?
Are we
there already?
Maybe.
Is there anything else that
we talked about Star Wars, so I think we covered everything. Star Wars and Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Okay.
So,
Howard the Duck.
What else? I think for this movie, for all the subjects that it covers, it actually doesn't really have like the nudity or any of the raunchiness. That,
sure.
Okay, well, if you're gonna go there, we got to mention that there is a gay sex scene. That is actually sweet.
It's minimal.
It's minimal, but it's also like not played for laughs whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right?
No. And then how they respond to it though is also, it was like they broke the stereotype there for what you'd expect in the 80s. But it was odd that that is the one scene in the movie. But they show nothing.
They don't show anything, but yeah, I mean, if you're... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it other than it's funny that they went there or they made that decision.
It is.
But then, it's a love story and they get married, right? The secret ceremony.
Yeah. It's like bizarre.
Like, that's the real love story, not the fake Coop love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's like, well, I just think... Well, then doesn't she say she's like 16 or something? She's a counselor, the girl that Coop likes.
Yeah,
it's like,
Katie.
well, he's just really hot, and I'm just really into, that right now. So
no, she spells that out because that's like every teenage girl.
Yeah.
Right. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I like that, actually. But why do we spend so much time building up the love story with Coop? I just thought it was a little too much Coop in general in the whole movie. Not that I don't like his performance, just that the character is not strong enough to get that much screen time.
Yeah. We should maybe mention that they made no less than 2, right, series sequels. Or I guess the first one was a prequel. I've seen them both. I have no memory of either.
Huh.
They were just like, I watched it and forgot it immediately. The first one was the first day camp.
First day, yeah.
Which is technically a prequel because it's supposed to take place the same year, just the first day camp instead of the last day camp. And then the next one they did was 10 years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which they talk about in this. And do we see it at the end?
No, I think that
we do, right? There's
Did they do it?
Isn't there a button at the end where they get together and one of them's late?
I know they shot it, but I don't know if it was...
I think it was.
Post-credits?
Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, mine turned off on me. That darn Amazon or whatever rented it.
I hate that.
I hate it when you can't
physically
get back to the credits. Like, what's so bad about credits? Why can't we watch credits?
It's annoying.
Oh, that drove me nuts. I couldn't either.
Yeah.
It's like everybody now. Netflix does that.
Yeah, it's really irritating.
Yeah.
Anyway, 10 years later. Or maybe I just
There was a pilot for a TV show, but it never got picked up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And there was like a 2017 supposed to be a revival, and I don't think
Well, that's
happened.
the 10 years later
That's
one.
the 10 years one? Okay, that did happen. Okay.
Yeah. It was like a 6-episode run or something on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
They tried.
Yeah.
They tried to make it happen. And I'm sure people that are really fans of this movie were right there for it and still would be.
Yeah.
And I get it. Yeah, this is not a movie I would even try to nitpick because what?
Yeah.
What do you nitpick?
I think we just did.
Well, we did, but I mean, we didn't get down to brass tacks. We were just like, well, this is silly and crazy and fun at times, but is it even a movie?
Nitpicks.
Yeah. Which is interesting because the last movie we did also satire and parody and stuff.
Yes.
Or at least I'll speak for myself. I gave it more of a pass because it was trying to do something somewhat, I don't know, poignant
it had
or
such a far
elevated
more
or something.
distinct point of view.
And
it had a point of view.
It was very crystal clear. There's no mistaking what their sort of goals were in making it and what their point of view is in the whole thing. And this one, Wet Hot American Summer is a little, it's debatable.
Yeah.
What they were going
It's
for.
frivolous and fun, but there's space for all of those things.
Yeah.
All right. So now what are we doing next?
It's my pick, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to
the 80s.
No, we're staying.
What?
Wait. We're going 4 years earlier than this.
Okay.
97.
1997.
Yep.
It's a movie. It's a what's the
Armageddon?
No, but well, no.
So I have an actor from there.
I mean, this pick is a dual genre movie, and much in the same way, Alien is a dual genre movie, and that it is a horror sci-fi.
action.
It's not Jason X, so don't even say it.
Good.
And it's not Leprechaun 4 or 5, whichever one takes place in space, and it's not Hellraiser 8, whichever one takes place in space. It is not a sequel, and it has no sequels. It is a standalone film.
Are those the two genres?
Horror and sci-fi, yes.
Huh? Okay.
Horror, sci-fi,
and real horror, not like in it's not like, oh well, there's an alien, we have to. I mean, Alien is a horror movie and a sci-fi movie, but this is more horror movie. Is it? It's very much a horror movie.
Is it comedy as well?
No, not at all.
Not comedy. Okay.
No,
science
not like
fiction,
a Shaun of the Dead type of deal.
97.
No. It is
give me a
straight
second.
up horror, and it's. If I give you the director's name, it might give it away. But he is a director known for schlocky genre films, often starring Mila Jovovich. It's not Luke Besson.
Oh, so it's not Species?
No.
Wait, what's the...
No,
that's a good guess, but it's not that.
I can't even think of it.
And when I say sci-fi, I mean it actually literally takes place in space.
Okay.
Takes place in space. Horror movie, not aliens.
I don't know who did the Mila Jovovich, the Raccoon City Underground, whatever the heck that movie.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Is it that director?
Oh yeah.
Okay. See, we're. If it was you, you'd get it right away. But we're not. We haven't seen enough of your schlocky movies. Maybe.
No.
Oh boy. I know it's going to be something I've already seen.
It's got a pretty distinguished cast.
I don't know who did like Sphere or what's the other one? Event Horizon or
let's see.
That's it. Is it Event Horizon?
Oh, yes, it is Event Horizon.
I don't even know
if Sean said it.
I don't know if I've even. I think I've seen it. I don't know.
It's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Oh, Paul W.S.
Yeah.
Yes, he is schlocky.
not Boogie Nights.
Is this Sam Neill in a spaceship?
Yeah,
yeah.
I have seen this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy crap! Are watching this?
I haven't seen it in like 20 years, but I have fond memories of it.
All right. Well, that's fine. It's like we can pick 3, 30%ers on Rotten Tomatoes. And
yeah, we're in a rut here. It'll be refreshing when we go back to something really good.
Maybe this is it. Maybe this is a return.
Maybe. No, I'll keep an open mind.
I don't remember this one. I remember it a little bit, but I don't remember.
It's got a 62% tomato meter for the audience, but only 36 for critics.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. So yeah, Event Horizon.
Yeah, cool.
Sweet.
Back to space.
More space.
It's out of space, yo.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of horizons, the sun's setting on this episode.
Our best one ever.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt.
Yep. So you're saying, what are you saying?
I'm saying that's enough, movie buff. I'm out.
Sweet.
Cool.
It's official.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.
You should fast for several days before that to make room for all the boogers you're going to be eating.